With its main haulage adit nearly a mile long and thousands of feet of underground workings, the Admiral Aaron Ward Mine has been visited by many veteran abandoned mine explorers throughout the years and continues to be one of the deepest mines explored by many. Come with me as I take you over a mile underground and over 1,700 feet deep into the pyrite and crystal-filled areas deep in the bowels of the Admiral Aaron Ward Mine. Well, hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, I have another exciting location for you guys this weekend. We are at a modern mine. This one shut down in 1992. Now you guys know me by now. I don't usually get excited about modern mines, but this one has been on YouTube quite a bit over the years, and it's one that I've looked at that I've always wanted to get into, and here's why. Off to my right over here is a giant waste rock pile, and it's filled completely with pyrite. I mean, I'm talking pyrite boulders that are 4, 5, 6 feet in diameter, and they're just scattered all across the landscape. The reason I wanted to come to this mine and explore it with you guys today is quite possibly in this mine, veins of that pyrite could be running through the walls and through the drifts. And that's why I wanted to take you here today. Okay, well, we're going to head on over to the portal, and I'll see you guys inside. All right, everybody, let's explore this old mine. So just like all the other large modern mines, this one too has an incredibly wide passage so that they can bring haul trucks and, muckers in and out of this mine. Down here on the floor, it's probably about, I don't know, say 15 to 20 feet across, and the back of the mine, which is the ceiling, is, say, about 20 feet tall. So like I was saying, there's just pyrite all over the place outside, and I'm hoping that we can find where they were getting into those veins so I can get a good picture of that for you guys. Now, this mine is supposed to go down in here close to 4,000 feet, and that's a lot of distance to cover just walking through a whole bunch of worthless country rock. So I'm not going to take you guys through the entire length. I'm going to zoom forward and show you the more interesting things that this mine has to offer.
Can I go with you, Gly?
Yes, Mr. M, you sure can.
Nice.
What do we have over here? A little bit of a pull-out. Maybe that was a drift that went off that direction. Let me peek around the corner here real quick and see. Oh, this was... what this is here is a bulkhead that went between these two adits There's another one immediately off to the right. And the reason that that one is covered in concrete like it is, and it even has a drain pipe sticking out of it, is because the one to the right typically floods. And I would imagine that the water backs up all the way to this point. And that's why they did that. Okay, turn it back around. You can see the plates. They have rock bolted into the walls here. Some people call those bacon strips. Other people call those mats. We've got chains dangling from the back of the mine. That was for holding up all of the vent pipe. So like I was saying, what do you say we just cruise on through all this worthless country rock, and we'll pick back up when we find something interesting. Okay, so we made our way past a grocery cart and a couple piles of collapse that have come down off the ribs. We've got a junction right here. Let's take a look at this bulkhead. You can see here how the plastic that they have over that is fluttering. So we definitely have airflow between the two adits. Yeah, interesting. You want me to look behind that for you? I'll do that. Yeah. Looks like this one's made out of wood. And then they sprayed shotcrete, which is a form of concrete. They shotcreted it all the way around there. Okay. All right, turning back around and headed to the primary again. Okay, what do you say we continue on and see what else we can find in this giant modern mine. Okay, look what we've got right here. That's pretty cool. Supported steel arches with massive, those look like 2x12s that they were using to hold up what's probably a very loose section of this mine. Looks like a train tunnel going through here. Yeah. Mr. M, go ahead and go on in front of me. I want everybody to see pretty much the size of this place. Wow, that's just incredible. Okay, I need to catch up here with Speedy Gonzalez. Hey, Speedy. When we were talking about how to film this mine, you know, like I said, because I already watched a lot of videos on it, I didn't feel as though the other mine explorers brought in enough light. So we're using everything that we've got to illuminate the best that we can for you guys.
We haven't shot down it yet.
No, we haven't, you're right, we haven't shot down there yet because I'm keeping it a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you like surprises, Mr. M?
Not this kind.
You don't like that kind of surprise?
I don't.
I do.
All right.
I hope we get down here and we find a bunch of slee stack playing Monopoly.
What was that? Is that Randy?
That's a pretty good impression of a slee stag, Randy.
Randy?
Randy, are you okay?
Randy?
What was that, Mr. M?
Well, I said hum.
Hum?
Yeah, well, I didn't really mean anything by it other than it seems like we're going downhill at a pretty steep incline. And I'm just hippity hopping along. Remember, I'm old. And every step I take this way is one step I also have to take back the other way.
That's true.
That's all. That's how my mind, my thought processes work. That's all, Gly. I know yours don't work that way.
Yeah, yeah, having to climb back uphill is going to be a real chore, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll just take our time. Dripping water here.
Yep, we got a little bit of water coming through here.
You guys look back and see how far the light is?
I did, yeah. Randy showed up just in time to hiccup right on camera.
Randy, did you just ram your head into that chain?
Yes, that's what it was.
Randy.
That's some strong chain.
I was trading on this camera on my chest.
Oh, look at all this alluvial.
Okay,
here.
everybody be quiet for a second. You hear that?
I do.
Let's go investigate that sound.
I'm getting ready to cough.
Aha.
It's a slee stag.
That's it, I'm clear.
Oh, cool. Look at all the air blowing through that from the other side of this mine. I guess I could poke up in there, show you guys what's on the other side. It's pretty rotten. Let's take a quick look. Oh, and it's stinkier too. Yeah. There's the other side. Basically what we have here is two big adits running side by side, and the reason that they did that is so you can run your haul trucks in and out, as well as airflow. That was important for airflow. Okay guys, we're going to take a break here a moment and continue on down. I would say we're probably close to 2,000 feet into this mine right now, and then we'll continue on. Okay, take a look at this, guys.
Nice.
Let me show you. A little spring running out of the rock right here with a lot of calcite and flowstone. Thought I heard some more of that plastic ruffling in the wind down here. Let's see what we can see. Grant, Mr. M, get a close-up of that cool-looking flowstone.
Yeah, I will. It looks like that's almost ghostly.
Yeah. Speaking of ghostly,
Or ghastly.
this section of the mine looks really creepy with all these pipes falling down. Take a look at this. I need some more light over here, Mr. M.
All right.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's all come down.
Wonder if it made any
There's
noise.
a sign. Let me turn over here and show you guys. Danger. 4,160 volts. Yeah. That would make your hair stand up straight, wouldn't it?
It would.
And then over here, so this is kind of like junction for all the different pipes. Now at one time this was all up on the ceiling or the back of the mine.
Yeah, on those chains that Randy was goofing around with. He probably caused this.
Randy, I told you not to tug on those chains. This is what happens when you do.
Just kidding, folks.
All right. What do we have over here? Oh, this is a sump.
Wow.
Yep. They put in a sump, and from what I can see over there, let me show you guys. There is a thing that looks like a raft, but it's not. What that is two 55-gallon drums that are floating on top of the water, and then what you would do is take the intake of your pump, and then those pontoons there would float the intake at the higher level of the water so that you wouldn't suck up a bunch of silt out of the sump. That's what that is.
Indeed.
We used a lot of those, or things similar to that when I had my placer operation, when we were running our recirculatory water system. Okay, let's continue on down this mine. It's getting a little bit wetter with all the water running down here. Wouldn't surprise me if we come in contact with a big puddle. Let's shoot down there real quick. Yeah. Mr. M, why don't you shoot down here real quick too? Let's see how much further we got to go. Long ways.
Swallows them both up.
Wow. Okay, well, let's just keep on going. We're either at the bottom of this mine or we're coming up to a big collapse, one or the other. I'm noticing that the pipe is continuing on. So there's a good chance that it did keep going that way, but well, let's take a look here. Okay, what do we have to the right? Off to my right, there's the exit sign. Here is the oh, sorry, I swallowed the wrong pipe, guys. Sorry. Yeah, this is the one that comes down from the right-hand side. Yeah. I'm curious right now, does it? Let's just look up here real quick. I want to look around the corner. Yeah, around the corner it does. It splits off. It says we're at the 4075 level. It splits off to the left and to the right. Now, before we do that, guys, let's head back this direction and explore let's just stay on the left-hand side. See what this mine has to offer before going over there. Wow, it's just dark in here. Okay. I'm going to go up in here and see if this is indeed a collapse or what it is, if it's a sump. Yeah, end of the line. End of the line, right there. With a big pipe in the ground. Off to my left is another sump. Completely filled with water. Oh wow. That looks to be about, that's got to be 6 to 8 feet deep of water through that section right there. Okay, now I've got to show you guys something. You'll like this. So this is for Frank from Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places. Hey Frank, how you doing? I saw you and Paul drop a rock down in here, and I thought that was pretty cool. So let's do it again, and this time we're gonna get the old shotgun microphone right in the hole so you guys can hear what this sounds like. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That is a deep hole, everybody. At least a few hundred feet. Pretty darn cool. Not quite sure what we've got going on up here. It looks really interesting though. Let me take a peek at this real quick. I'll bet it's another sump. Let me climb up here and see what we got, what's going on. Oh, there's a ladder. I'll be darned. Yeah, look at that. There's a nice metal ladder right there. Let me see if I can point down there for you guys. Wow. It goes way down in there. Kind of sketchy looking though. Okay, well, we'll make a decision on that. This is a big mine. Don't know if we'll get down in there or not. I'm going to meet back up with Mr. M and we'll go down that next drift. So I'll see you back there. Okay guys, here is looking back up towards the portal we just came from. Way off in the distance up there, roughly 4,072 feet approximately. You can see daylight. Just a massive size mine we have here. Unbelievable. Now there is a drift that goes off to the right here with a lot of water running down into it. See that? So I think what I'm going to do is save that for a second. Back over this direction and looking up what I just showed you a little bit earlier. See this? That's the other adit coming down into this area. Around the corner over here is what's called a refuge station, okay? Now a refuge station is a place where the miners could go to take a break, eat their lunch, as well as go when they're about to do a blast, rather than exiting all personnel from the mine. You could send everybody to the refuge station, and that's a nice safe spot. Okay, here we go. So looking off up that direction, it just keeps going and going. and it's going to keep splitting off.
What are we walking on?
And here's the refuge station I was talking about. Yeah, we're walking on a bunch of silt-like poof dirt. It's really spongy. Let's see what we have here. Okay. We've got a picnic table, a jug of water, and I can see by the look on Mr. M's face, he's getting pretty tired there. Yeah. Let's keep looking around this room. Think about all the miners that were down in here, sitting around, shooting the breeze.
This was also where they came by in case there was an explosion or bad air or something where they needed to get in here. There's electricity running here. There's probably a communications line ran in here. They had water stored in here and oxygen stored in here. And they'd seal this all off with silly foam and hope for the best. The refuge chamber is the last place that you want to be. But it's a good thing to have here.
It's a place that you can retreat to in case the worst is to happen. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, what do we have over here? Does it? Oh, it sure does. And we've got some things hiding behind here. Well, let's take a closer look at this. I get my big foot over that. Let's see what we have here. Okay. We've got boxes and boxes of air filters. That's what those are. I'm guessing this might be a day box. Oh, and some porta potties. Yeah. Oh, you know what that is right there, guys? So those square looking porta potties would have sat in that little cove right there, okay? That thing is tipped on its side. I'm not gonna touch it because I know that there's lots of nuggets in there.
Keep Randy away from it.
That's, but if anybody's gotta go, now's the time. And there, over there is a bunch more of those filters. Oh, that's just a bunch of expanding foam. Okay. Let me look over here real quick and see where the mine goes. All right, that shoots up way there. I think if we were to go up that direction and around the corner to the right, it's going to make like a circle. That's just going to lead us back to the refuge chamber. Behind me here, it continues on this way, down another possible drift. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit of a powwow with the guys. It's time to all take a break, get a drink of water and whatnot, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, back again. We had a chance to just sit around and decide where we're gonna go in this mine. Just past Randy and Mr. M over there, that's the refuge chamber. Now we're gonna head off this direction. We decided we're gonna stay to the right-hand side of the drifts in this mine up to this point. Okay, let's head on down this drift. What do we have down here? I can still see footprints in this poof dirt.
Not a lot, though.
From previous explorers. Yeah, there's not too many. The drift keeps going off hard right, but we're going to go take a look at what we have up here. So the sign on the wall says #1 shop. I suppose that is, Mr. M. Fuel barrels?
Yeah, you can smell it.
You sure can. It just reeks of old oil through here. No smoking or matches. Down here on the floor, look at here, there's a creeper. There's an old creeper on the floor. No, not a creeper. You know what I'm talking about, guys, that plays video games. A creeper that you scoot underneath a vehicle with. Well, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys have creepers in your neighborhood. All right. What do we got here, guys?
Well, those spools right there are fuse spools. I'll bet you.
You think those are fuse spools?
We got number 6, number 8, number 10, number 12 written on the wall and behind them.
Ah, good observation. We saw that at the Silver Souls mine.
Yeah.
In that little shack where they had the same numbers on those spools. You're right. Randy, anything interesting over here?
Got some old oil and some welding rods.
Bunch of welding rod.
Let me see it.
Mr. M used to be a welder,
I did.
so he knows pretty much all there is to know about welding.
6011.
Flux is still intact,
Oh,
even in this humidity.
6011. We've used a lot of that in our lifetime, haven't we?
And we can.
All right, what's further on up there?
There's a bunch of universal joints on the ground here.
Uh-huh.
They probably had to change stuff like that on their equipment often.
Yeah, you're right. With all of the going forward and reverse, especially on those muckers, you'd go through a lot of U-joints, wouldn't you?
There's a first aid kit here.
There's a 24-volt GE lamp.
There you go. Just in case we run out of light, we can use that one. If we can find a battery. What'd you say you have over here, Mr. M?
The first aid kit in case you get hurt.
What is that meter on the bench right there?
Air gauge.
Air gauge. What's the other one? See that black one to the left?
Oh yeah.
Right there. What's that one?
Fuel.
Fuel gauge.
And it's empty. It's empty.
Okay. It's empty. Well, I should hope so. Go over there and set it on top of that fuel barrel and see if it shows full.
Yeah. Ooh.
What do you got?
Toaster oven.
Oh, hey Randy, we found your easy bake oven.
All right.
Let's do it. There's an old battery. So up here in these pigeonholes, we got just all kinds of parts and plumbing, you name it. A little bit of everything.
We got a first aid kit.
Yep, in case you get a boo-boo.
What could you, what kind of first aid could you do with that, with what you have in there right now, Randy? Could you wash somebody's eyes out and maybe give them a Band-Aid?
Any cure in there for broken bones?
Eye wash, tourniquet,
Tourniquet. Bring that with us.
Tourniquet, huh?
Bring it with us.
triangular bandage, and some Band-Aids. Pretty basic stuff. So.
All right, well, we know where to come. We know where to come if you get a boo-boo. Up here, more pigeonholes, and they're all labeled. Nails, pipe fittings, pipe nipples. Mr. M, we got a whole drawer of nipples here for you.
Nice. Hey, look what I found.
What you got?
That honking bit.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
That's pretty neat. Yeah. Nice find. Is that 3 inches? What? Yeah, 3 inches in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
Off to the right, more pieces and parts. Wow, just a plethora of nuts and bolts, and there's some really nice ones in here. My gosh, I mean, these grade 8s. A grade 8 bolt like that, you go down to the hardware store, that's going to cost you $3, $4.
Don't say that, Randy. You'll start putting them in his pockets.
Randy will be headed out of the mine with his pockets full of nuts and bolts.
Look at this cute little thing on this box.
That's funny. What do we have over here? I love finding places like this because it has that feeling of, you know, getting the job done, so to speak. You know, I used to work in tool and die myself in the 90s. I really enjoyed that job, and I kind of love that sort of thing. Milling steel and the smell that it makes when you're frying oil with a cutter spinning at about 15,000 RPM. To me, that smells like wonderful. What do we got through here? Oh, more neat stuff in here, guys. We have a sink to wash your hands. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff from the 90s, guys. This compartment fell over. Yeah. I'm looking behind it. I'm just curious what's in there. Okay. All right. And so now off to our left, the drift keeps going that way and that way. Okay. Again, we'll just, maybe we'll just keep working up this drift. We'll talk about it. We'll be right back. Okay, yeah. Once again, we decided we're just going to keep hanging off to the right. So right up there is where we just came from. Now we're going to work our way down this way. Go ahead, guys. I want you to go first. I want everybody to kind of get an idea of the size of this place. That's pretty cool. Is it? There's a borehole that's dripping down through? Oh yeah, yeah, making a big stain on the floor here. Let's see where that's coming from. Go ahead, guys, I'll catch up with you. Let's see. Yeah, indeed, there's a borehole right there on the back. Okay. Well, I got to tell you, we couldn't be walking in any more solid rock. I mean, everything looks nice and stable. Up to this point, about my only concern right now is just bad air. I'm not concerned about falling rock. The geology is looking really good. Yeah, so that direction would have led us right straight back to the shop where we just were. So we'll just keep going up this direction. Guys, I tell you what, I changed my mind. I'm going to keep on going first because I'm the one with the air monitors. And if we come into a pocket, I want to be the one to hit it first. So many of you have asked me what type of air monitor I use. I only use MSA products. The one that's on my chest right now is an MSA Alt-Air or Altar. I have both an O2 meter as well as a H2S meter on my chest. Now, I haven't done it very often, but depending on the mine that we're exploring, I will either wear my O2 meter up on my chest or down around below my knee, because you see, bad air and carbon dioxide will tend to pool on the floor, and you want your meter a little bit lower in those situations. So far, I have not been in a mine that required me to do that. Wet mines is what I would do, or where I put my O2 meter in that situation. Now here we have a fresh collapse. Let me show you. That has recently come down right there. All right, continuing on. Talking about the meters again. Now, O2 meters, I recalibrate mine almost every single time before I go into a new mine. That's really important to do a fresh air recalibration. My H2S meter, or hydrogen sulfide gas, I've got the one that has the absolute lowest ppm setting that you can buy, which is 5 ppm. And I gotta tell you, you never want to go over 5 ppm. It would smell like really bad rotten eggs even at 1 or 2 ppm, much less 5. If you got into 5 ppm, the rotten egg smell would be so horrendous it would probably give you a headache, and you wouldn't continue on anyways. But 5 ppm is not going to kill you. Randy, I believe you looked it up. What was the data chart on the death level for, ppm for hydrogen sulfide gas? Do you remember?
I forgot the exact number.
Okay, you don't remember?
I am smelling some sulfur in here, but it's not hydrogen sulfide. I believe it's from the pyrite.
Now here we've got, look at this raise with a pipe coming all the way. Holy cow, would you look at this? Well, that's got to go all the way to the surface. Yeah. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Wow. And the pipe that's dangling down here is 6 inches, at least.
Fascinating.
That's really cool. So it makes me wonder, when they made this raise, Randy, did they blast it from top down or from down here up? I would think that they would want to use gravity to their advantage, don't you?
Yeah, I would think so. The hole was already drilled.
Yeah.
To try to hit this tunnel.
Oh yeah. What happened? Did we lose Mr. M?
Here's retired.
Okay.
Let's get back.
Is he resting?
Wait for us.
All right, well, we're going to take a break so he can rest his knee. I understand his knees aren't what they once were. And I'll meet back up with you guys here in a moment. Okay, guys, I went back there and met back up with Mr. M. He was... What would you say what was going on there, Mr. M?
Oh, I just got a little sore in my back, stove up on me a little, so I stretched my back out a little bit.
I see.
Good to go.
Well, we have been down in here for a while, so, and the hike back out is going to be pretty extensive. Okay, now I want to point something out to you guys. Now notice how we have the drift right in front of us. Okay, we have not deviated, it still goes just straight. Off to my left here, you can see we've got a drift going that way, but technically that's not a drift, okay? This is an ore pass, so somewhere above our heads is where they're mining the ore, and then they're going to drop it, and it's going to fall down this pass right here, and your mucker's going to come in and scoop the ore out from this location. Now, as we work further and further up into this mine, you're going to see more of this. As we continue on straight, you're going to see another ore pass collection point, then another, etc., etc. And that's how the modern mining method worked, at least in this situation. There's other mining methods that are known as block caving, as well as the room and pillar method. So, but seeing that ore pass tells me that we're definitely down on the absolute lowest level of this mine, and from this point forward, we've got big stopes above our heads somewhere. Okay, guys, I don't know where my battery just died. We've been in this mine now for, what do you think, Mr. M? 3 hours? 3 hours, yeah. Yep, I just had a battery die, and I had to put it back on the charger. I had to do the same for the camera. I want to show you guys this real quick. Like I said, I'm not sure where that battery died, but above my head here is another one of those raises that we saw earlier, only this one does not have a pipe coming out of it. Okay, so while I was down here charging batteries, charging the camera, we hit the jackpot, everybody. Remember I was telling you the reason why I wanted to come into this mine was to find the veins of pyrite? Well, we found it, and we found something hazardous too. Look here. Look at the asbestos coming out of that vein. I'm going to put a different light on it here. There we go. See all of the needle-like structures coming out of that? There's asbestos right there. Then, over here, look at the pyrite coming out there. Just beautiful crystalline pyrite in that vein. But around the corner here, it gets even better. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Down here on the floor, look at the asbestos. Those are coming out, and they're, I would say, each one of those is about 2 to 3 inches long. Oh, but wait, it gets even better. Now, as I'm walking through here, I'm treading really lightly, doing the best that I can. I do not want to kick up dust for obvious reasons. Let's see, I got to go this way to show it to you guys. There we go. Okay. The drift went up that direction and stopped. But look at here. Aren't those beautiful? See how they're curling as they grow out. It's curling like fingernails would if you let them grow real long. See that? And up higher, look at the vein of pyrite right there. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, there's one more thing I want to show you. It is the best thing so far that I found in this mine. I'll meet you back there. Okay, I just walked back another 50 to 75 feet. Right along the wall, right through there. That's where I just showed you that asbestos and the pyrite. But here is the best. This is why I came deep into this mine, is to get a piece of this. Oh, there comes our focus. There we go. Look at that chunk of pyrite. There you go, Randy. That's perfect. All right, let me get the lighting just right.
I'm going to put my knee up here so
yeah.
I need it because it's so heavy.
Mr. M, that might be a little bit too much light. Let me try mine. There, that's good. Look at that.
Beautiful.
How much does it weigh, Randy?
I'd say it's probably about 20 pounds. 20
pounds. Let's see the other side of it. It's just a solid chunk of pyrite.
There's a little bit of copper stain here in the green.
You do see some green in there? So, folks, we are going to take this out of the mine for you. One of you guys is going to own this rock. I'm going to haul it all the way up and out of here because I know that one of you is really going to enjoy this. I'm going to put it up on my eBay site, and just head on down, click into the description area below. The link is down there. It links over to my eBay site called Hidden Treasures Abound. Head on over there, take a close look at it, and put in a bid on this super cool piece of pyrite ore. All right, we are going to scratch around here a little while longer. These drifts and passages are just going on forever and ever. But for right now, what I want to do is I want to get the heck away from this asbestos. So let's head on back over there to that shop and make a decision from there. All right, everybody, we're back here at the refuge station. Did I say refuge or refuse?
Refuge.
You know, you guys make fun of my Midwestern tongue, but that's okay.
You can't just make up words, Paul.
Well, I make up words to fill in the gaps, okay?
Do this.
Oh, okay. Anyways, like I was saying to you guys early on in this video, my primary mission today wasn't to explore this entire mine. This place is absolutely huge, and rumor has it that there's been people down in this mine for 12 hours exploring all the various passages and stopes, etc. My mission today was to get down in here and try to find a really nice sample of pyrite ore, and that mission has been accomplished. And I really hope that one of you end up owning that fantastic specimen. So with that, we're going to get on out of here. I really do appreciate you coming along. We had a lot of fun exploring this, at least this part of the mine, and I will see you again next weekend. Okay, take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Don't pull on that, Randy. For God's sake,
It's
keep your
like
hand.
a wire.
For God's sakes, Randy, keep your hands off of stuff.
Yeah, $600 worth of gear on a $200 guide.
All right, my value just went up.
You want, watch, go like this. Go like this.
Yeah, look at that.
See that?
That is cool.
Isn't that cool? Okay.
That's great. Isn't that something?